Hey everyone, DFA here, welcome back to the channel follow-up of the Napoli video I did a couple of days ago. The first ship I actually regretted buying, spending resources on whatever you want to call it, and this time from a CV's perspective, addressing one of the main weaknesses with that ship. And yeah, this is more or less the same content, or it is the same gameplay as the short that I will publish on the channel right away. I just wanted to show you exactly why I think this is a very tricky ship to play, definitely not for everyone. And you see that it's a game where the enemy team had a Worcester, a Jinan, and a Napoli, a couple of bots as well. So there are plenty of options for the Napoli player to kind of protect himself. And the first thing you see me do at the beginning of the game is actually trying to find it. I'm trying to go for it. Where is the Napoli? Because it is such an obvious target. And yeah, I'm not going to go, I'm going to cut, there you go, that's the Worcester here, so I'm not going to get too close to that. I think the Jinan has been spotted as well. I'm not going to get too close to that, so the Napoli must be somewhere up front, because he has two options as a Napoli. There you go, there you have it. So he actually has two options as a Napoli player. You know that you actually have to get close with that thing, because the range is awful, the DPM is the worst at the tier. And yeah, it's a relatively poor range performer, so you have to get up close and personal with it and brawl, and that's why you get the smoke screens and the secondaries overload. But unfortunately you also get the second worst fire and flooding resistances at the tier, and that's why I think that thing is generally CV food. Let's see how fast we can actually take him down, and yes, that is the same timer as on the short video. So yeah, you see me avoiding the AA with the with the torpedo bombers, because I want to see if he's going to damage con. He does not, so that's fine, he's doing the right thing. So I just want to make sure that he burns for at least 10 seconds before throwing in my torpedo bombers. I'm not going to keep them in the air forever if he decides to damage con, and that's already 25,000 damage dealt to him. So half of his life is already gone. And I'm simply going to chase him, because I can outgun him absolutely no problem, even if I am in a CV. Remember, that thing has an absolutely awful DPM on its main guns. And yeah, he runs away from the battleship, uses his smoke screen, dealt his damage with the secondaries overload, and goes for protection behind the island. But unfortunately that's not going to keep him safe from planes, I'm afraid. So yeah, that's not a bad idea, but poorly executed, because he's right in front of the battleship now. Takes a couple of hits indeed, and the planes are going to finish him right away. So there you go. It's not an easy ship to play, and if there is a CV, as soon as you make an aggressive move, you're kind of gambling with the rest of your game, because you might go back to the port in less than 1 minute and a half. You know, if the battleship had not taken a shot at him, my torpedo bombers would have finished him anyway. So there you go. That's why I think that thing is exceptionally tricky to play, especially when there is a CV in the game, where you have the choice between being a really poor second line performer or being a victim on the first line. So there you go. That was my take on the Napoli. We'll talk about a different ship next time. See you. Bye bye.